So today it's a rainy Sunday, don't have much to do, and I figured that why not? Why would I not do a video about myself and about my journey pretty much? So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna speak one-on-one to each other, me to you, and I'm gonna speak about why I started investing at 20 years old. First of all, I'm someone that's pretty normal. I finished high school when I was 18 years old, and when you're 18 in Switzerland, you have to do the army. It's something that you have to do and you can't get over it, otherwise you have to pay a tax. Until you're like 35, you have to pay like $400 a year, or 3% of your salary that you have to pay to the army each year. So that's quite a bit of money, and you're actually getting paid when you do it. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. I'm gonna start the army right now, and that's what I did. Fast forward to a little bit more than a month later, and I actually injured my knee during one big exercise, which had me to stop the army. And at that time, I didn't know anything about personal finance or even about investing. And yeah, I was just a bit lost. I had a full year that I took just to do my army, and I had to stop a bit more than a month later. So I had a lot of time on my hands. So I started going on YouTube and looking at what you could do with your money that would be smart to do. Like not putting your money in everything that you want, buying a new computer, buying new stuff, even though that I'm still doing it with all the new lights, new camera, stuff like this. So, and at that time I was actually looking for a job to do, something to make myself some money, because in a few months I'm actually gonna start the university, and for 5 to 6 years I probably will not have time to work by myself. But it was hard. I was actually looking for a job and nobody was offering one. And even if you're asking a lot of people, they were not actually looking for someone to do the job. And that's something really different between Europe and the US. I believe that a lot of you guys actually in the uni or even in high school have a side job or something to make a little bit of money as a student. And we don't actually have that much here in Europe. So a lot of people actually, when they're in university, they're actually going to work at McDonald's or big companies that offer like low-paying jobs, but otherwise you can't find anything to work as a student. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, we actually speak about personal finance, investment and passive income, and we're actually doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. I will give one of you guys $100 that you can actually invest with or actually buy things that you just like. So if you're interested into entering the giveaway, just subscribe to the channel, let me know in the comments down below that you participate in, and follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description down below. But I was actually lucky enough to have a friend of my dad that works for the government into the tax kind of sector, and I told him that if they were looking for anyone to do some job, even if it was like really bad job that no one wants to do, they could just ask me, and that I was ready to actually work by myself, even though it was not the best job ever. He told me that it was great and that he was gonna tell me if he had anything to do for me, but I had like 3 or 4 months before I actually started working, before he actually gave me something to do, in which I had nothing, and I had a lot of time on my hands, and actually started looking a little bit more on the internet about personal finance. I actually ordered a few books to read, and yeah, it continued like this for a few months, and actually it discovered what investing was. And I was really surprised at first, because you know, when you first start hearing about investing, for me I was really surprised about dividend investing. I was like, why do nobody talks about this in our friend groups, with our parents and with family members? Nobody's speaking about investing money and making money like this. And so first of all, I thought it was kind of a scam, right? I saw these people talking about dividend investing and over a long period of time, compound interest, which I actually made a video about. If you want to go and watch it, it's right here or right here, I don't really know. But I was actually really surprised to see that during a 20 to 25 year period, you can actually make so much more money with compound interest, dividend investing, and finding great companies, and it's really passive. And I was like, that must be a scam. There's no way you can do this so passively and make money with it. But then I continued looking for what I could do with my money, and I started actually seeing people that were like showing results. I started looking for big investors, what they were doing, and actually I saw that it was a thing. It's possible to make money like this, and there's actually a whole science behind this. It's a lot of math and a lot of reflections to actually invest, and people doing it were pretty successful. Not day traders, but other people. So I looked into all these things and I was like, okay, I want to start investing, but I don't have money. But then my dad's friend came back and said, hey, we have a job to do for a student. They offered me a contract of 2 months in which I had to like pretty much scan documents every day for 2 months, and I was like, you know what, it's only 2 months and I'm gonna make some money, so why not? And I actually went to this job and actually started making money, which is great. And this is when I actually started investing, because I had my salary. That was actually in December, I believe. I actually started the 1st of January of 2020, which was not actually the best timing if you look at what happened. So at the end of January, I actually had to stop because I had to restart the army for 3 months. And yeah, I came back to them and I said, listen guys, I actually don't really want to do it. So make me pay, I guess. You know what? Now that I have money, make me pay all that. And I go out of here. And they let me do this. So I was actually pretty happy. So now until I'm like 35, I would have to pay a tax each year, which sucks, but since I'm gonna be a student, I'm not gonna have to pay like the highest fee on this, so it's alright. And I'm actually making more money than what I have to give them each year, so I'm fine with it. And when I told this news to my job, they actually said, oh, you're not to the army, you can work more for us. And I was like, you know what, why not? And they actually put me for 6 more months into the business. So right now, I'm actually at the end of the contract in like a month or so. So yeah, I worked for them for 8 months and it's actually a pretty great salary. I'm a real employee, I'm not like a student paid guy. I'm just like a real employee in the company for a small amount of time. So I make great money. In a month it's gonna be over, and this is actually why I started investing, because as soon as you make money, as young as possible, I believe it's the best time to actually start investing. You can make so much money over the long term. I'm not giving you guys any advice on trading, short-term investments. I'm all into long-term investments because I really believe in this. With all the research I made, with all the books I read, with all the videos I watched, all of this told me that long-term investing is like a winner move if you're in it for a really long period of time. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm investing each month into the market. New companies added in my portfolio pretty much each month, or I'm reinforcing all the investments. But pretty much what I'm doing right now, I really like it. And that's what this channel is all about. It's me investing, me giving advice on personal finance, and actually helping you guys to actually start your own personal finance journey to make some money, save more money, and maybe retire early. So right now I'm gonna give you a bit of advices for young people that actually don't know what to do, and I believe it's pretty overwhelming when you're young because you don't know anything. Nobody talks about this stuff, and I'm so upset about this because if I knew that, if I knew all I know right now, I would have started investing at like 15, 16. And right now, at the point where I'm right now, I would actually be already making more money with what I know. So first of all, as soon as you believe you have enough money to put into the stock market or in whatever you want to invest in, I believe it's time for you to do it. Don't hesitate. You're gonna miss out on opportunities, you're gonna miss out on market gains, on dividend payments, on all these things. So as soon as you think you're ready, don't overthink it and just start. You're gonna make mistakes. I made mistakes, and if you can actually go and watch my first videos in which I'm speaking about the mistakes I made when I started investing, and I actually made quite a bit of them. If you don't do mistakes, you're never gonna learn. And if you're never gonna start, you're also never gonna make mistakes and never gonna learn. So just start as soon as you can. And now, if you guys have any questions about my investing journey, about how I started investing, and what I do with my money, you can actually go and watch my other videos in which I speak about all this stuff in more details, and you can actually let me know in the comments down below. If you want to know any special things about myself, you can ask me down below. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I see you guys in a week in another video. Bye bye.